Hi students, intermediate, first year English medium. Dear students, we are discussing the fourth unit. So in the fourth unit, few concepts were discussed by the previous videos. And in this video, I am going to analyze the determinants of supply. What is the supply and what are the determinants of the supply? We can analyze it clearly. Let me analyze the determinants of the supply. What are the determinants of supply? Here, first of all, what is the supply? Supply means it is a seller. The behavior of the seller. How many goods a seller is ready to sell at a particular price and the time is called the supply. Seller is the complete the behavior of the seller. Complete behavior. Demand is complete behavior of the consumer. Here we are discussing the behavior of the seller. The behavior of the seller is called the supply. So in the supply, how many goods a seller is ready to sell? Here let me say SX. S means supply. Supply means the seller is ready to sell. SX function of simple X, price of X commodity, then prices of one good and another good, or prices of what do you say, A good and B good, right? A, B good, then prices of factors of productions, then technical progress and goals of the firms and governmental goals of the firms and governmental policies. Okay, so these are the determinant factors of supply. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 are there here. What are the determinants of the supply? Suppose this is the first one. See here, SX supply, the seller is ready to sell of X commodity. X commodity means example good. X commodity means example good. Example good, the seller is ready to sell. So sometimes there is a changes in supply. Maybe increases or decreases. The changes in supply is totally depends upon the factors. Simple. These are all called factors and this is called supply. Supply means to sell and factors means to determining the relationship. Fn indicates the relation. The relationship in between supply and supply factors is called supply function. Demand function, supply function, production function. Here supply function, how many goods the seller is ready to sell. And the changes of supply is totally depends upon the factors. Suppose if one changes, there is a changes in supply. If 2 changes, 3 changes, any changes in factors, there is a changes in supply. There is a changes in supply. So the supply is totally depends upon these factors. So the discussion is what is the relationship? Fn indicates the relationship in between supply and supply factors. So the Fn indicates. So the relationship in between supply and supply factors is called supply function. Okay. So what are there in the supply function? Factors are there. Determinants of factors are there. Determined factors are there. What are they? Means price of the good. Simple. If the price of the commodity increases, the supply of the commodity also increases. Simple. And if the price of the commodity decreases, the supply of the commodity also decreases. How? Means the P, price of the commodity, can determine the supply. Supply is a dependent factor, the P is the independent factor. So P, price, can influence the demand. So if there is a changes in price, there is also changes in supply. Means the supply price is also one of the determinant factors of supply. Okay na? So price also one of the determinant factor, first one. And second, prices of substitution and the complementary goods. For example, two goods are there. Suppose here A good and B good. If the A good is 10 rupees, the B good is 8 rupees, the 10 rupees is same, then the price of B good decreases, automatically the demand of B good increases. What happened here? No changes in A good price, but there is a changes in B good. Automatically the people who are purchasing the same commodity, suppose substitute goods, suppose tea, coffee, or X, or Y, or A, or B, whatever, the substitute goods. So if the one good or another good prices changes, automatically there is a changes in demand, changes in supply. Here supply means the B seller can sell more by decreasing price than the A. Okay, so this is also one of the determinant factors of supply, means substitute goods and complementary goods also. Okay, so the complementary goods, so if the two goods are complementary, so this is also one of the influencing factors. Maybe increases, maybe decreases, maybe changes in supply is also determinant of prices of substitution and complementary goods. Okay, then prices of factors of productions. Simply, when the factors of production changes, automatically the price will be increases. When the price increases, the consumers are not interested, means the sellers are they can sell more by increasing price. For example, here factors of production: land, labor, capital, organization. To produce the goods and services, we need these four factors of productions. Land, for example, 1000, labor 1000, 1000, 1000. To produce that goods, we need to 4000 rupees of organizer. Organizer bear the 4000 rupees to produce the goods or services. But the price of suppose 1500, and here is also 1500, then 1500, and here is also 1500, then here 7500, for example. Then what happened here? The factor pricing increases. The factor pricing increases. When the factor price increases, automatically the producer is ready to increase the price of the commodity. Then the price increases, the sales will be fall down. Simple. When the price increases, the supply will be fall down. Due to there will be fluctuations. So due to this is also one of the determinant factor of factors of productions. For example, factors of production is very low, the price will be low. When the price is low, automatically they can sell more and more by low price. So this is also one of the determinant factors of prices of factors of productions. Okay, then technical progress. Simply, the technical progress is also one of the determinant factors of supply. Suppose if you introduce the technology in the process of the production, supply increases. If not, the supply will not be increases. Why? Suppose when we introduce the technology, supply increases. When the supply increases, automatically he can sell more by getting the more profits. He get more profits by selling more and more goods. If not the supply, if not the technology not introduced the process of the production, the supply will be low. When the supply will be low, the sales will be very low. When the sales will be low, the income will be low of the seller. Okay, so here the technology is also one of the determinant factors. Maybe increases or decreases. The income increase of the organizer or income decreases of the organizer is also one of the determinant factors of technical progress. So this is also one of the cause of technical progress. Then goals of the firm. What are the goals? What are the achievements? What are the targets of the firms? This is also one of the determinant factors of supply. Okay, now then government policies. The government is also one of the determinant factor of government policy is also one of the determinant factors of supply. Suppose when the government laid the heavy taxes on the goods, automatically the price of the commodity increases. బాగా the tax పెంచిందండి గవర్నమెంట్, ట్యాక్స్ పెంచినప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్గా వాళ్ళు ఏమవుతుంది, వాళ్ళ మీద ఎక్కువ బర్డెన్ అవుతుంది. ఎక్కువ బర్డెన్ అయినప్పుడు వస్తు ధర ఏమవుతుంది, పెరుగు. అవునా? లేదు, ఇంకేదైనా వస్తువు ఇతర దేశాల నుంచి ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసింది లేదా వేరే ప్లేస్ నుంచి ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసింది, అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ఎక్కువ కాంపిటేటివ్ అవుతుంది. కాబట్టి ద పాలసీస్ ఆఫ్ ద గవర్నమెంట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఎఫెక్టెడ్ ఆర్ what is say implemented or one of the competitive, it is called as one of the competitive of sales of the goods and services. So the government taxes, suppose if the government is providing more and more subsidies to the industries or productions, automatically the cost of the production will be very low. If the government is not failed to provision of subsidies to the industries, the cost of production will be high. When the cost of production increases, the price of the commodity will be also increases. Okay na? So this is the way of the presentation of determinants of supply. Okay.